Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, October 2nd. We're going to hop in and see what the market's about to do. So let's get right into this. The heat map's about to change over. So let's jump into it. We have our Jolie's jumpers, our laptop lowdowns. Crypto's not looking great, but we're going to go over it. So here we go. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. I hope everybody's having a great morning. Let's see when the heat map turns over. But first, we'll go over our Jolie's jumpers and see what they are up to. Let's see what's happening with our Jolie's jumpers this morning. Let me get there and just check them bad boys out. They are right here. AIM. Here we go. Let's look at AIM. That's one I used to trade for a little while there. It used to be a decent one. Haven't seen that name in a while, but AIM, let's see if it's aiming up. Oh, yeah, it's going to cross through, and it is trying to move, isn't it? That was yesterday. It was trying to hit that line. We'll see if it keeps that momentum and runs this morning. It's not set up for the second. It still has yesterday's date, so I don't see it doing anything just yet, but not looking bad right down there at 29 cents AIM. So keep your eye on that one. See if it wants to cross through. BLNK, let's see if it's moving. Let's see. That is not today's date either. That's yesterday's. It was just kind of pulling back a little healthy with everything else. Let's just see the setup. 167, not doing anything yet, but again, another one just waiting for the market to tell it what it wants to do. Let's just take a quick look and see what the heat map looks like. Here we go. Microsoft is down 0.17%. Apple's down 0.5%. Google's down 0.06%. Meta is up 0.29%. Amazon's down 0.21%. Tesla's down 0.70%. And Nvidia is down 0.95%, almost a percent right there. Mostly red, a little bit of green. The gas sector is green. Exxon Mobil and them bad boys are nice and green this morning. So there you go. I know Israel did do like some small bombing. I read this morning. Nothing really crazy. So there wasn't a whole lot going on over there. So that was good. And so we'll keep an update today and see what happens. Could be just one of them slow days, seeing what happens over there. And we also still have our dock workers on strike. So we have to see what's going on with that today as well. BNZI, let's see what that's doing. That had run up before, I remember the other day. Oh, this one looks really good, guys. So keep your eye on this. It's high the other day on what, the 24th. Got up to 1120, and it's sitting at 525. It could try to run up there again. Um, if this bad boy starts curling off, and it looks like it's trying to. So just keep your eye on BNZI. That one may be rolling off that MACD to run up a little bit higher right there. So that's an interesting one. CDIO, let's see what that's up to. CDIO. Let's see. That is today's date. And it is just kind of up a penny, huh? Yeah, opened at 23, right? No, it opened at 24. That's where it's sitting. It got down a penny and it's sitting a penny, just sitting where it opened. It's literally sitting on the line. You can barely even see CDIO to see what it wants to do. So it's a tough one to even see what I'm trying to look on the other chart real quick. I know it's in the basement, had that pullback yesterday. Um, Really is not telling me a whole lot this morning, more flat than anything. But that one's in a spot where it could move. CDIO. How about our DUO? That thing is up over like 1,200% from where we looked at it at. And it got up to what, it's 497, almost hit $5, and it's at 468 right now. So we looked at it. Hold on, I'll tell you, because I just posted the thing. Let me take a quick look at DUO. And we posted it. We were looking at it in the 36-cent area. So yeah, it's already, I posted at 477, and it's higher than that, and it almost got to $5. So it is cruising for sure. That one's a crazy one. Whoop, what'd I just do? Just jumped off our Jolie's jumpers. Here we go. And so yeah, DUO, I don't know. That's a momentum play. It's been running. We've been talking about it, and I've been posting it, but you better be careful because it is way up there now. I mean, holy cow, this thing is just running like an animal. So I mean I thought I didn't think it was going to pass September 26th, and then when it got to September 27th, I didn't, and it popped up even higher on the 30th. It kept running yesterday, and it popped up today. So it's a crazy China stock, and there you go. DUO, just crazy if you got to that one. Congratulations, because I'm telling you, it ran over 1,200% from where we were looking at it. That's for sure. ENSV. Let's see it. It ran up yesterday. I know that, right? Yup. And then today, it's not looking too bad. It opened at 16. It got up to 17 yesterday. It got up to 18. And it's not looking too bad right there. ENSV. So see if that can keep its momentum. It looks like it's trying to at the moment. So ENSV. EONR. Let's see. Oh, this one's not bad. This one was running up today. It ran up yesterday real nice, up from 86 cents, got up to 213. And and then this morning opened at 205 and got to 228. Could be coming back down now. EONR. Let me take a look. EONR. Here we are. Yeah, I would say that one probably is going to come back down on you, but had a nice little run this morning for that one. EONR. Houston, that's a oil company or an energy company. Houston American Energy, and that's probably moving. And it was moving yesterday from 110 to 155. This morning opened at 134. It got up to 140. It's at 140 right now. So it's the lowest 133, and it's looking pretty solid right there. So Houston, HUSA, looking solid. HWH, what's that? HWH International ran up yesterday, trying to run up back up this morning, but it's not going to get as high up, and as looks like it might be coming down right there. So HWH probably did its run, and it did. It ran pretty well. ICCT, iCore Connect, another one ran up yesterday up to that where'd it get to? 72 cents. And this morning it opened at 59, got to 65, but another one looks like it could be pulling back on us after it ran up. And again, these things just run early in the morning on the web bull. It's crazy. INDO is another one of them. Energy, Indonesia Energy ran up big yesterday, opened at 235, ran up to 410. And then this morning opened at 375 and got up to 405. Keep your eye on it. It might keep a little momentum right there. INDO and also NCI. We were looking at this. NCI, we took a peek at it, ran up the last few days. Could have been topped out today, though. It ran up to what? Yesterday it ran up to $1.24. This morning it got up to $1.17, and NCI could be topping out there. Good old Rivian. Let's see if you're going to move. It was pulling back for us, and it is just setting up down there. It looks like it's today's date. Yep. It opened at 1046. It's high. It got up 10 cents, and it's sitting at 1050 right now. And again, Rivian's going to set up, and we'll catch that one when it does to get moving, and it will very soon now. TGL, let's see with Treasure Global. This one popped up even higher yesterday. It was up to 209. This was one that we were looking at before. This morning opened at 155, got up to 157. Didn't even notice that it popped up yesterday, but that was one we were on before. TGL, and it popped up the other day as well, and it just kept going. So yeah, that one cruising. TPET, another one we looked at before, jumped up yesterday. What did it open at? 18, and it got to 23. This morning it opened at 20, and it just came down a little bit. So might be pulling back there. And that's TPTP. That's our Jolie's jumpers. Thank you, Asian Jolie. Greatly appreciate the Jolie's jumpers right there. Perfect. We have a couple more API. This one I saw was cruising this morning, and it sure is. It opened at 297. It got up to $7. It's sitting at $6 right there. API. So that's a big runner this morning. Um, Buru, I told you last night this was getting ready to run, and it was moving up this morning. It was just kind of jumping around. Opened at 51, got up to 54. Its low as 39. I saw it when it pulled back, and then it ran up back up again. So it ran up from like that 39. It's back up to 45, and it has been moving around this morning. That's for sure. BURUKXIN. Another one we were looking at tried to jump up yesterday, and I'm actually amazed it's trying to pop back up this morning. So keep your eye on KXIN because it is trying to get cruising again. So yesterday it just had that pullback with everything else, and it's not looking bad this morning. And MLGO, we were looking at this as well, and it was looking good. It opened at 28, it got up to 30, and it's sitting at 29, and it is looking good right there. MLGO, we've been looking at it and we knew it was looking good. It's that China one, and it is. It's setting up, and it could get cruising for you right there. So keep an eye on MLGO. And good morning, Luis Rodriguez. How are you this morning? And here we go. Let's just check out the scanner, see what else is happening here. And let's see what we can find right now at KXIN. MTC, that one's still running up in the top. How about our Yang? I think we're going to be getting ready to look at this puppy now. We've been just kind of letting it fall down, and it did. It fell way down this morning. What did let me look on mine because I'll get better numbers. Yang, here we are. What it opened at 3, its high was 305. It got to 278, and right now it's at 284. So just continuously pulling back for us. And that's what we wanted to see. API and DUO both running up. We looked at ICCT and IO. That one's crazy. It keeps running up in the top right there, but I wouldn't chase it, that's for sure. Let's see. MLGO, what's IQ doing? IQ ran all the way up. Nvidia is just pulling back a little bit. We'll do our big caps real quick. The yin way up there, so we're definitely gonna be looking at that yang and taking a look. BEKE, didn't we just looked at this the other day? That China one, that one went flying this morning. Holy cow. That one we were definitely looking at this. Them China real estate ones are cruising right now. So they're flying way up there. That thing got moving. XPON, that one, let's see. We've been looking at this. Let's see what it looks like. It's trying to get curled up. Let me take a look at that on mine, see what it's doing this morning. It is just sitting flat at 5 cents. It does have its date, but not doing anything. Looks like it wants to try to get set up, XPON. So keep an eye on that. What is that? That's a USA company. I wasn't sure. XPON looking decent right there. That KWEB we looked at before, that shot way up there. XHG we looked at, that was another China real estate one that's flying right there. So all them China ones are going crazy. Remember, I said that they were going to a couple weeks ago. I don't know why they were just set up like crazy, and you could just see it. I'll just cruise through the other side, see if there's anything else going on. HWH, we looked at that. CNF, we looked at all these bad boys. TOUR, we looked at yesterday, and that's another China company, Travel Services. And I was saying Laptop Travel probably knows that company, and that one was moving. So let's look at the heat map because it's awfully red right now. So not a whole lot going on. So let's just go through our big caps. But Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, Tesla, and Nvidia are all down. Meta's up 0.28%. So let's just see what they're up to real quick. Let's take a look at the SPY. That's down $1.07. And here's that healthy pullback that I was talking about. Should have stuck with my guts when I kept saying it because yesterday morning it definitely tried to trick us. So it looked like it wanted to get into the tops, and then all of a sudden you have the strike and Iran bomb Israel, and boom, it came right down. But it needed to anyway. I just didn't see that coming. So there you go. That's what we needed to see. So let's go through them. Nvidia down 91 cents, hitting that 20 right there, and hitting the MACD. Let's see if they cross down. I'd be surprised, but I guess it's not impossible. It's coming down pretty hard on it. So Let's see if Nvidia and all these guys are. Apple, let's look at them. Down 55. That one is, oh, they're all just about to hit the line right there, huh? Let me see. Yeah, we have to take a I'll be watching these hardcore today because they're coming down on that line and we have to know if they're gonna cross down and like Apple will come down to the 221 area, maybe a little lower. It's at 224 at the moment, but that's it, it was just up in the 229s and yesterday it was at 230. So it's or 2 days ago, yesterday it was at its high was 229. So yeah, it's definitely pulling back your Apple. So we'll have to see how much it wants to come back, and then they're just going to be amazing to get into because they are going to pop off like crazy. Um, Google GOG down 40 cents, but looks like it still wants to go up. So looks like it just had to come back a little bit just because of the market conditions. Amazon AMZN down 37 cents, and this one did cross down yesterday, so it's going down. Maybe it comes down to the 20, maybe it builds that base right around 184, or it comes down to 180-ish. It's just sitting at 184.76 right now, so that's Amazon. AMZN Meta, let's see what that one was doing because I just wanted to keep running up in the top. And it is up $1.78. Look at that. That thing is just, I told you they had something crazy going on. I don't know what this one's going to have to pull out of that top at some point and make some room on the chart, but it looks like it wants to roll off and keep going. So Meta's just got crazy stuff going on right now, and they just keep on popping there. So that's Meta looking good at Microsoft, MSFT. That one was pulling back, we knew, and that one crossed down. So we're gonna have to see if this one stops at the 50, if it comes down to the 200 or the hard support at 412, it's at 419. So they are crossing through, coming down the setup, and I'm telling you, they're setting up super bullish. So you're definitely I mean, we're gonna smash them when they go setting back up to run again. They're gonna be perfect. So that's Microsoft, and let's look at Tesla. Meta's the only one that's looking decent this morning. And it's already up. So, and I probably wouldn't mess with it because it could come back down. It's all the way up at the top and it needs to make room. And Tesla's at 256, down $1.14, and just setting up super bullish. I don't even know if this one will cross through. Like I said, this thing just keeps on wanting to move. This one wants to roll off and just get into the top this time and really blasted the 280s, and it's at 256. So there you go with Tesla. But this morning the best one's looking like Meta, and I'd be careful with that as well, just because it is pulling back a little, or not pulling back, but it could pull back. It's at the top. So keep an eye on them. Let's look at our crypto real quick, see what it's doing. It was red this morning. Let's see if it's still red. Bitcoin's at 61,200, and it is pulling back. It looked like it came right through to 100, and it's hitting the 50 right now. They used the 50 and 100, and it looks like it did just cross through coming down. So Bitcoin crossed through coming down, which is not good because that has to reset up. Solana's at 146. It's holding right there on the 100 or on the 50. I'm sorry. It's holding on the 50, but coming down pretty hard on that line. This one could roll off. I'll watch Solana to see if it wants to. That one has potential to roll off. Cardano is at 35 cents right now, and that came through the cross down and came through to 150. So that one's getting beat up. Ripple's back to 58 cents, and that one's coming back down to the 100 right now and hitting the line. Looks like it's going to cross down, so that one's probably going to come down. So yeah, crypto just got kind of crippled right there real quick. And let's look at Bonk because I'm sure it's pulling back as well. Let's see. And Bonk somehow was still going up, but it is pulling back. It was way at the top right there, and it's pulling back. So crypto still can't get moving. It's supposed to be a bull market, and I guess it's going to have to wait and see who's going to be the president at this point because it should have been moving long ago. That is for sure. And let's take a look at our laptop lowdowns real quick and see what they are up to. Let me get to them bad boys and we'll just take a look at some laptop lowdowns. Hold on one second. I know they're right here. Here we go. Laptop lowdowns. Where'd I put them? Let me go to his page and I'll find them much easier. Wednesday, here we are. Here's our laptop lowdowns. ALLR. Let's look at it right here. Let's take a peek and see what's going on with these guys. ALLR, let's see. We were looking at this one. It got back into the basement. Oh my goodness, this poor thing is just not having its way. It was trying to crawl up, hitting that spot though where they on the MACD where they do bounce off and come back down. So it doesn't surprise me, but back into the basement for ALLR. So we keep an eye on it. We watched it for a while there, caught it out of the basement, which was nice because it ran. I remember it was a bunch of people's first popper that they were playing from the show, and we're super excited because we smacked it out of the park that day. And so yeah, it's back in the basement, and we'll watch it again, I guess, and see when it wants to set back up. So here we go. ARQQ. Let's look at that bad boy. That one is pulling back. Let's see. Is that up? That was up trying to move yesterday. Opened at 419, got up to 547, and it's back at 479. This one could be trying to set up right there. Um, ARQQ. I have to look at that one today and see what it wants to do. Um, BFRI. Let's see, BFRI. That one is pulling back, just crossed down. Crossed down yesterday. It was trying to get cruising the day before, and then boom, right down. Another one probably to keep an eye on to see if it wants to bounce right back. Let me look. That is BFRI. Here we go. Yeah, I would take a look at this. You could kind of see it might have that quick bounce back, and just looking at the chart right there, the setup, that's how you could see it. Um, I'll keep an eye on BFRI, see if it wants to play that bounce off right there. It could for sure. BTTR, Better Choice Company. That one's down. Yesterday was just pulling back. I remember it was running up not long ago, but it is definitely pulling back right now. So we'll let that one pull back. CCTG. That is at CCSC Technology Internationals. We were looking at this. It ran up a little bit on the 30th. Yesterday it was pulling back. It did cross down, so that one looks like it might have to come back a little bit. CNET, CNET. Oh, what am I typing in? CNET. Here we go. That one ran up what? That was 2 days ago. So this is yesterday's date. And so yeah, it ran Monday morning. We remember yesterday it got up to 419. It opened at 399. As low as 290, and it's sitting at 305. So there you go. Quite the dippage right there. Yeah, 290 it came down to from that four hour area. And that is CNET, and I'm trying to see it's way at the top. I'm going to assume that's coming down. It's not really set up this morning, so can't exactly tell, but it looks like it's going to come back. DSY, I know we were looking at this one. This one ran up on Monday as well. It doesn't, it has a little setup. It's just flat at 370. And yesterday it opened at 420. Its high was 550 and its low was 370. So it did run up yesterday higher than its high. Yeah. So it did get moving, and DSY is, let me look at this. Hold on. Let me just see. Because this thing's still trying to get set up here. We're going to keep an eye on those big tree cloud holdings because I know we were looking at it. It's been on the list and it's still setting up. It's running around, jumping around, and it still looks pretty good to try to set up there. So I'm going to keep an eye on that bad boy as well. GHSI, I remember we were looking at this the other day. Oh wow, it took a nice dip yesterday, didn't it? It was trying to get set up and it obviously didn't. Or was this one that was on the list for down? Let me look. I know we were looking at it, I remember. Um oh, it was probably setting up right there. It was getting in that right spot, and then yesterday it just took a dive. And yeah, it took a nice dive yesterday. Even the day before that, I know we were looking at it right there on September 30th and the right before that. So I could tell by the chart it was right there in between the 20 and 50. And then Monday just jumped under the 50 and yesterday just dove down. Holy cow, that one came right down and it's gonna hit that bottom there. I would watch for this to try to do a bounce. So let's keep an eye on this. Let's see. And it does have yesterday's date in both of them, so I don't have any updated info on it. But GHSI after that pullback, that dip right there, not looking bad. I'll tell you that. JBDI, whoa, what did this one do? Um, October 2nd. So it is today. It's just its low is 90. It opened okay, it opened at 132 and it came down to 90. I couldn't really tell what was going on here. It's pretty new and it's just pulling back a little bit. So I have to look at that one again. It's like I said, not a whole lot there. KTTA. That one was up at the top, ran up big right there on the 26 and kind of just pulling back. Let me see this too, because this could be setting back up. Let me look at it. KTTA. Yeah, we might have to look at this one to see if it's going to try to bounce back off. Um, has some big loops and it bounces off that MACD quite often right there and pretty big. So one to look at as well. That's KTTA. Let's see what else is on here. LSH. Let's see, LSH. That ran up yesterday. Can't really get a good look, so not exactly sure with that one. Let's take a look at NAAS. NAAS. Let's see. That one also has today's date. It opened at 394. It looks like it's well, that one looks weird. It was pulling back there, and then it looks like it's trying to come up. Let's see. NAAS. Hold on. NAAS. I added an extra A, not showing. It is in a really good spot right there, I have to say. You have to keep an eye on this. It does look like it wants to go up. It jumped up a little bit, pulled back some, but doesn't look bad for today, honestly. So look at that one. NAII. That one pulled back pretty good right there, huh? I'll have to keep an eye on that one. That one's a nice dip. PETA, I remember looking at PETA. Whoa, this one's just sitting right there. I'll have to look at this. It doesn't give me any info today, but it may be trying to roll off that MACD. So I'll have to take a look at that too. SEEL, another one. Not giving me today, is it? Oh, yes, it is. It's just flat. That's why it's 325 and it's just flat across the board. But this one looks like it wants to roll off. SEEL. Take a look at that one. Let's see. Yeah, that one recently split, ran off. I'll have to look at today. It looks like it wants to roll off that MACD and try to run again. So it ran off of that split on the 24th. It got up to 886 and it's sitting back at 325 right now. So I'll watch to see if it wants to roll back off because it could really run right there. TBIO. That is trying to crawl back up. Whoa, maybe not. That one is. It was crawling up on Monday. Yesterday, it kind of got flat and pulling back. Don't have anything for today, so I can't really tell if it wants to do anything. VLCN, let's see it coming down there. This one's another one. It could VLCN. Let's see, could come rolling off of there. It looks like it's trying to pop out of the top or out of the bottom, the basement there. The 20 is right there, not too far away. We'll have to look at this one as well. It does look like it wants to roll off that MACD and try to run again. So VLCN not looking bad. VRAX. I think that was one of the pox ones. That's just pulling back there. Has today's date opened at 155 and it's down 5 cents. So looks like it is just pulling back at the moment. Let's see what else is there. VVPR. Let's see you. This one is also pulling back, but kind of flat down there. So we'll have to take a look at it and see if it's going to get set up there. And also WINT. Let's see what it's up to. WINT is that is today's date. It's opened at 211 and it's sitting at 212. So it is up a penny and not looking bad. WINT. That was one we were just looking at not long ago. And it ran up pretty good there. Let's see if it wants to roll off that MACD again. It kind of looks like it wants to. That's at Windtree Therapeutics. And we will take a look at that obviously later on and see what it wants to do. But there's our laptop lowdowns. Thank you very much, Laptop Travel. Let me see if anybody else wants to see anything. Not yet over there. Let's see what's going on the stock twits real quick, just to get an idea of anything happening. DUO and NCI and Buru's up, and there you go. Let's see what's trending over there. It's Nike NKE, that's down a little bit, 7%. HUM, that's down 20%. Oxy, it's up, we know it. JD, we went through that one. That is a China stock, that's up almost 10%. Robinhood, Hood is down just like almost a percent. BIDU, I believe that's an energy one. I'm not exactly sure. Let me look. BIDU. It is no, it's not. It's a China internet content one, and that one's way up there at the top, running up there. LKNCY, I believe that's that's Lunkin Coffee. What is that one? I forget who they are. LKNCY. That one's like a OTC one now, I'm pretty sure. I remember that did it used to trade on there. Wow, that's way up there. That Lunkin Coffee it is or something like that. It's an OTC now. So there you go. Exxon Mobil's moving, BABA's up, and TIGR, that one is moving. Tiger. Let's see. TIGR. Let's see what that's doing here. That is up a lot, huh? But I wouldn't chase that either. And that's a Singapore capital market one. So there you go. That's what's trending over on the stock twits right there. And let's just check it out. See, the yin, yeah, that was I know we were going through the yang this morning. The thing's crazy right now. The yin's at $50 and the yang is way down. I was saying this morning we're gonna start looking at that yang because they are way down. That thing's at 283 and it is just running that basement down there. So we'll have to see how far it wants to go down. And the yin is way at the top, just running it. So pretty wild right there. Let's look at coin real quick for Luis Rodriguez. COIN. Let's see. Good old Coinbase down $1.95. And it's coming back down to that line. A lot of these big caps have been crossing down, Lewis. So we'll keep an eye on it today. It's not that close, so you can't tell. On my chart, it kind of flattened out. Looks like it wants to roll off of it at the moment. I'll keep an eye on it. It looks like that 20 looks like it'll pull it up there to 166 area. So should roll off that MACD. Not looking bad to do that. And let's just take a quick look and see if anything else is happening over here. Yeah, the market is pretty red except for your energy sector and gas. They're up and Meta. And like I said yesterday, Meta had something crazy going on. Our five news stories are China and the Middle East tensions put spotlight on commodities, U.S. futures drop in nervy wait for Israel response. And that's like I said last night. You have no idea what's going to happen when you have this going on. We also have a strike. Stock futures fall as rocky October starts to continue. Stanley Druckenmiller says he's shorting U.S. bonds and staying out of China. I don't even know who that guy is. But what a name, Druckenmiller. Oil prices jump more than 2% as Middle East tensions escalate. So there you go. And we were looking at Oxy and ExxonMobil saying they were setting up ready to run. So there is your pre-market. Let me know if you want to look at anything. Obviously, I'll be checking out the market very, very closely today because there's a lot going on. Our big caps are coming back to our line. We have a lot of happening in the world globally. Again, Iran and Israel. We also have our dock workers strike, so that's going on. We got to keep updated on that. And there's just a lot to look at. So I will keep everybody updated with the social media. Let me know if you just want me to look at anything throughout the day. You know, I love to look at it. And there you go. That is our pre-market breakdown. Thank you, everybody. Laptop Travel, greatly appreciate the laptop lowdowns. Asian Jolie, always, always greatly appreciate your Jolie jumpers. It's nice to wake up, hop on, and already have things rolling for us. And that's a beautiful thing. So we all appreciate that. Tuna Sub, the Rabbit Vole, and also Luis Rodriguez and everybody else that hops on and checks it out. Thank you. And make sure you like and send it out, share it with everybody as we build the best community around here because we really do. We have a lot of people that know what they're talking about and everybody contributes. It's great. And literally we see every popper like Laptop Travel just said that yin or whatever was it was $20 cheaper before when we were looking at it. It's way up there and it's actually $30 cheaper. It was in the 20s and now it's in the 50s. So I mean, we look at every popper and it doesn't matter what sector. This is an ETF. So we smash every penny stock, every single big cap. We ride them right. Crypto, we always know what's going on. So awesome time. I love it. And thanks for tuning in all the time and helping out and contributing to everybody. So thank you. Have a great day. Let me know if you want to look at anything. You know I'll be around all day posting stuff and keeping an eye on this wild market. So lock in those profits, trade smart, have a great morning and a great day, and I'll catch you guys later. So trade smart, guys, and I'll catch everybody later. Let me know if you want to see anything. Have a great day.